I am Miss Jessica. Today we are going to learn how to make pipe cleaner finger puppets. I have 3 different ones that I'll show you. There is a bee, bzz, a butterfly, and a flower. So the materials that we will need for our bee, we are going to need 1 yellow and 1 black pipe cleaner and half of a white pipe cleaner. If you don't have black, you could use dark brown. For my butterfly, I am going to need 2 different colored pipe cleaners of any color of my choice and a half of a black or a dark brown pipe cleaner. For my flower, I am going to need 1 green pipe cleaner to be the leaves, and then I need 3 pipe cleaners of the same color to make my flower. I also need a pencil for this activity. Let's get started. We are going to make our bumblebee first. So again, I have my yellow and my black pipe cleaners and a half of a white. The first step for this will be the first step for all of our crafts. We are going to find the middle, or about where the middle is, and just kind of twist the 2 pipe cleaners together a little bit so that they hold each other close. Then I am going to wrap it around my finger. Make sure I have it around where the middle is. And I don't want this tight because I want it to be able to slide on and off my finger easily. So I'm going to go a little bit above my finger, and I'm going to gently twist maybe 2 times. Then I will pull it back off of my finger to begin working. My next step is to line up my black and my yellow in an A-B pattern. So I'm going to have black, yellow, yellow. When they are lined up, I will take my pencil and I am going to gently fold my pipe cleaners over my pencil. You want to be careful with pipe cleaners because they're pokey on the ends, so you might get a little poke in your finger. So I'm going to gently go around, and then I'll just continue moving my pencil slowly to twist my yellow and my black to make the shape of my bumblebee's body. And I'm going to kind of adjust it a little bit so you can see the black a little bit better. There we go. Next, I'll slide my pencil out. With my white pipe cleaner, I'm going to hold it in about the middle, and I'm going to wrap it around the center of the base of my bumblebee and just give it a twist around 1 or 2 times. With the ends of each white, I'm going to fold it around to make a shape like a wing. And then fold the other side around to make a shape like a wing. And that is how you make a bumblebee. Next up is my butterfly. So again, I have 2 pipe cleaners of any color and half of a black or a dark brown pipe cleaner. So my first step, just like my bumblebee, is to hold my 2 pipe cleaners in the center and twist them around each other just a little bit to help hold them together. Then I'm going to wrap it around my finger until I get it in the center and gently twist around. Remember, you don't want it tight on your finger because then it's hard to get it on and off. You want to leave it kind of loose. Once I have it twisted, I'm going to pull it off of my finger and I'm going to kind of spread out my 2 colors, my pink and my yellow. I'm going to start with my pink. I am going to take one end of one pink and I am going to kind of curve it in toward itself and then hold it tight, and I'm just going to continue to curve it in around and around until I get down to the center. Then I will do that same motion with my other pink, curving it in toward itself, around and around until I get down to my base. I'm going to turn it around to make it easier to see. Now I'll do the same thing with my yellow. curve in toward itself, around and around, into the center. And with my last yellow, curve in toward itself, around and around until I get to the center. Now to make the shape of butterfly wings look a little bit more like a butterfly, I'm going to take each one and give it kind of a push on the end so it has a little bit of a point. And then lastly, with my black pipe cleaner, I am going to wrap it around. This time I'm going to go through where the finger hole is and come up to the center of my butterfly so that I have one yellow and one pink on the left and one yellow and one pink on my right. And then I'm going to twist it together a couple times. And with my black ends, I can take my pencil and curl in the black so that he has a nice little curled antenna. And I'll do that on the other side as well. And that is how you make a butterfly. And our last pipe cleaner finger puppet is our flower. So I'm going to take the colors that I chose for my flower, 3 of the same color. If you wanted to use different colors, you could. And just like my other ones, I'm going to find the middle and twist them together a little bit to help them hold together. Then I'll wrap it around my finger, find the middle, and give it a little twist around my finger, making sure I don't go too tight that it hurts. All right, now I'm going to slide it off my finger again for working and spread out each of my 6 different pieces. And just like my butterfly, where we curved the pipe cleaner in toward itself and rolled it around, I'm going to do that exact same thing with all 6 of my ends of my flower. So I'm just curving it in towards the center and then gently turning it around and around. They'll kind of start to overlap a little bit, and that is okay. You want them to do that. So around and around. 2 more. Around and around. And the last one. Then I'm going to look at my flower, and if I want to kind of bend them back a little bit to make it more down, I can. I can overlap so that some are more on top of others, however I want, until I think it looks great. Then with my green pipe cleaner, I am going to wrap it around the base of my flower, just above my finger loop, and twist it around 2 times to make it nice and tight. And with each end of my green, I am going to do that same curve in motion like I did with my flower petals. But with my green leaves, I'm going to give them a little point at the end like I did my butterfly wings. And then they look a little bit more like the shape of a flower petal or a flower leaf. So around and around, and give it a little point. And that's how I make my flower. So again, I have a flower, I have a butterfly, and I have a bumblebee. Please make sure you show us your creations in the comments below, or you can tag us using the hashtag LynnAtHome. Thanks for coming.